Hey, what is going on, everybody? Back with a new video, and in today's video we're going to be taking a closer look at the just released Asus ROG Xbox Ally, so stick around. Welcome back, and I'm really excited to be bringing you guys coverage of this ROG Xbox Ally, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, I purchased this device with my own money. This is not a sponsored video. And I purchased this particular one so I could see if it would run Call of Duty Warzone on the go. Now, if it appears to be too taxing or have any limitations in any way, then I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Asus ROG Xbox Ally X and see if that can accomplish the task. However, I wanted to see if this entry-level model handheld device will do. Removing the protective packaging from the box, you can see we get a picture of the ROG Xbox Ally on the front. And this particular model only comes in white. If you want the black edition, that's only going to be available in the X model, which I don't have a problem with because all the videos I've seen thus far, the white model looks really nice. Sliding open the protective packaging that holds the box together and opening the lid on the box for the very first time, we're presented with the device itself along with the first of several different get started guides. Now, this first getting started pamphlet is really simple. It helps show you where the power button is as well as the USB Type-C charging port. That way you can charge the device completely up before use. Along the interior of the box is a smaller box which houses our charging cable. We get a really long charging cable which is going to allow you to play the device while charging. And the charging cable has a little bit of Asus branding. We also get a secondary box along the interior which is going to house a couple pamphlets and a little bit of literature that's going to help us get more familiar with our Asus ROG Xbox Ally. Now, normally I wouldn't read this type of paperwork, and you probably don't need to if you own the first edition Ally. However, if this is your first one, I do highly recommend reading all the instructions and getting started guides just so you get the most out of the device. Now, we just got one piece of plastic left separating us from enjoying this new device, so let's go ahead and get that removed. Now, I have to give credit to Asus and Xbox with this collaboration. They really did put together a really nice presentation in terms of the unboxing experience. My first impressions of the device is that I think it looks beautiful in white. That screen really pops with the contrast of the white and the black screen. The buttons feel really nice in the hand. It feels exactly like holding a Xbox controller. And I have to say that I'm really excited to be playing games on this handheld device, which I haven't said in a while. I do own the PlayStation Portal, which I want to make a comparison video on. I know that's more of a streaming device and this is more of a handheld device similar to maybe like a Steam Deck. However, I want to compare it to the Portal in terms of comfortability. This Asus ROG Ally comes with a 7-inch LED IPS 1080p display. We also get Dolby Atmos surround sound, as well as 512 gigabytes of onboard storage. The device features 2 USB-C ports. It also is a Windows-based platform. Taking a closer look under the hood, we get an AMD Ryzen Z2A processor with AMD Radeon graphics and the AMD RDNA 2 GPU. On board is 16 gigabytes of LPDDR5 RAM. This device also features a memory card slot, so you can insert a micro SD card, further expanding the 512 gigabytes of onboard storage. Now, after taking a closer look around the entire device, I have to say this thing is built like a tank and built extremely well. It looks very beautiful on the front, the back, the side, and the bottom. And I have to say that I'm really impressed with the overall design. Now, the Asus ROG Ally features Windows 11, which offers a full Xbox experience. So you can boot straight into the Xbox full screen experience just like a console, launch Game Bar with a tap of the Xbox button, or play your favorite titles natively from the platform like Steam, Epic Games, PC Game Pass, or Windows games on the go. Now, from fast-paced battles to chill exploration, the ROG Xbox Ally features a 120Hz display to keep every frame smooth. The device features 500 nits of brightness and FreeSync Premium variable refresh rate, so you can say goodbye to the screen tearing and hello to flawless action. So again, the device is powered by the world-class AMD Ryzen Z2A processor, which features the advanced Zen 5 architecture and powerful RDNA 2 integrated graphics. You can multitask seamlessly with the 16 gigabytes of LPDDR5 6400 MHz RAM. The ROG Xbox Ally is ready no matter what the future holds. You can store all your favorite games and keep loading times ultra fast with 512 gigabytes of PCIe 4.0 SSD. Now, if you have a larger game library, the Xbox Ally includes a dedicated UH2 micro SD card slot to add storage to your device, as I mentioned earlier. The ROG Xbox Ally charges super fast. Just 30 minutes gets you back from 0 to 50%, whether you're gaming on the couch, at a coffee shop, or 30,000 feet in the air, its fast charging tech and 60 watt-hour battery keeps you in the game. Now throughout my usage, I would say I did get all-day comfort with the redesigned chassis and the contoured grips inspired by the Xbox wireless controllers themselves. With a well-balanced weight distribution, you can play for hours without fatigue. Now keep in mind that this is powered by Windows 11, so the ROG Xbox Ally gives you access to your full library of PC games from the Xbox and other game stores. And with Xbox Play Anywhere, you can pick up right where you left off on your PC or Xbox and jump back into the game anytime. Now you can game anywhere in the handheld mode or hook it up to your TV with 2 convenient USB Type-C ports and connect multiple controllers to play with friends. Next, I want to go ahead and answer a couple questions about this device. Number 1, do I need an Xbox to play games on this device? And the answer is no, you do not need a separate Xbox console to play games on the ROG Xbox Ally, as it's a PC-based handheld that can install and run games directly from the Xbox app and other PC stores like Steam. Question number 2, is it worth buying the Asus ROG Xbox Ally X over the Asus ROG Xbox Ally? And the answer is it really comes down to what kind of titles you're looking to play. If you're looking to play really simplistic games, then I'd say go with the entry-level model. If you're looking to play really taxing and really high frame rate games, then I'd say to go with the ROG Xbox Ally X. Again, I'm going to be testing it on Call of Duty Warzone. I'm going to check out the stability as well as the refresh rate. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that content. The Ally X features a more powerful Ryzen Z2 Extreme processor and 24 gigabytes of RAM that is generally worth the higher prices for gamers who want top tier performance, which is exactly what I'm usually looking for. Super big power underneath the hood. However, I wanted to test again this entry level model and see if it can handle Call of Duty Warzone. Question number 3 is, can you add more RAM like you're able to add more storage? And the answer is no. The RAM is soldered onto the motherboard and the Ally X is not expandable. However, the internal SSD is expandable. Question number 4 is, can you put a 4 terabyte SSD into it? And I can go on and on into an extensive answer for this, but the short answer is yes, you can put a 4 terabyte SSD into the ROG Xbox Ally. Question number 5 is, can I install games that I already own on the Xbox Series X to the Ally, or do I need to buy the games again to get the PC version of the game? And that's an excellent question, and the answer is yes, you need to make sure you have the PC version of the game. Now, if the game that you bought has a PC version of it available, then you're good. Now, if it doesn't and you have to buy the PC version separately, you're going to have to do exactly that and buy the PC version separately. Now, Call of Duty does have a PC version, and of course it is free, so I don't have to worry about that. But again, you need to see whether or not the particular game that you purchased and that you're trying to play on this device is an actual play anywhere game and that you are able to play it via PC. And as I mentioned earlier, I purchased this device so I could play Call of Duty Warzone and see if it'll actually work on this device. So after installing Call of Duty Warzone and trying to get it to play, this is the first error message that I received. Now, that wasn't a good start. However, I still had high hopes for playing Warzone, and I did find it in the Xbox App Store, and of course it is free, so I went ahead and installed it. Again, this is the error message I received. However, I was able to bypass this, and let's go ahead and check out the gameplay. You guys tell me what you guys think. Alright guys, so we're here. We got Call of Duty Warzone booted up. And as you can see, I am here in the lobby waiting to enter a match. And I have to say, it already looks really nice. The frame rates look great. And I'm receiving about 60 frames per second while sitting in the lobby. So, pretty good start. Now, just a quick heads up, this is my main channel. However, I actually have a gaming channel that is my secondary channel that I post videos to quite often and frequently on Call of Duty Warzone. So if you're interested in checking those videos out, the channel name is EBK Terminator. I will have it linked down below. And I post a lot of gameplay and skin and bundle reviews. A little backstory on that YouTube channel. I did start it a couple months ago, and I already have about 650 subscribers, and we're on our way to 1,000 by the end of the year. So again, make sure you stop by. I do have the latest skins and bundles up. I have the Predator skin, the Jason Voorhees skin, as well as the Chucky skin. So yeah, again, stop by. Now I have to say, I really don't have high hopes for this game in terms of the FPS and overall gameplay. In terms of stutter and lag, I figure there will be some because this is a pretty demanding game. Now, there is more demanding games than this, obviously. However, I'm interested to see how it does and also how it compares in terms of performance to the ROG Xbox Ally X. Now, it's taken a while to load. However, I am a Prestige 10, so it does take a while to matchmake. Alright, let's get this W.
Real things coming soon. station. We are green to go. Stand by for deployment. Resurgence. Survive to redeploy fallen teammates. Build to bring them back faster. Enemy soldier incoming. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunting. Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. All confirmed. Friendly loadout drops on the way. You've made it to the top 10. Enemy heading away. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. Target down. Marking the rest of them. Locating the rest of them.
Arming syntax.
Your squad mates back on station. Good work. Enemy UAV is online. Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
After using the ROG Xbox Ally for around 2 to 3 days now, and mind you, I've been playing Call of Duty Warzone every day since I've got it, and almost non-stop. I have went to work since then, but I've been playing it a lot. And I have to say that the battery life has been excellent. The ergonomics of the control grips feel great in the hand, and overall I'd have to say that it's excellent for $5.99. Now I'm really interested to see how the ROG Xbox Ally X does for Call of Duty Warzone. With that being said, I think I'm going to pick that up for a future review, so hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that future content. So in terms of the ROG Xbox Ally, I'd have to say that this is worth the price tag. It is worth the money. My 3 favorite things about this device would have to be side grips and the side handles. They feel excellent in comparison to the first generation. And secondly, I'd have to say would be the audio. And the third thing would be how fluid the gameplay was. With that being said, I highly recommend the ROG Xbox Ally to everyone out there. If you're interested in further information, pricing, and availability, all relevant links will be located in the video description. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you guys for watching. My name's Aaron, and I'll see you guys on the next one.